Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. First card out for you is self-worth with the sacral chakra. I feel like there is a growing sense of confidence, not only when it comes to like your personal confidence levels, but I feel like you may be getting more confidence when it comes to a certain skill that you've been developing. Confidence being a leader, confidence using some sort of tool or skill that you have recently learned, more confidence in what you do on a daily basis. So that is beautiful. You have the camel spirit coming out. I love this. This is a worldliness. This is wanting to learn more. I'm seeing a lot of you may feel guided at this time either to visit other countries or learn a new language. You could even be guided towards higher education or learning new subjects to you, whether it's just through things like watching informative documentaries, picking up some textbooks, or more, literally going to school, all of that. You have this wanderlust that guides you to these higher realms. Your crown chakra is very open. And on top of that, a lot of you may feel really spiritually inclined this week, guided towards things like meditation or yoga, anything like that, connection to spirit guides, communication with spirit, astrology. The list goes on. You're just really in this very intellectual, cerebral type of place this week. We have Orphaned coming out, and this is an interesting one. I kind of want to read this card from the booklet that comes with this deck, because for the longest time I had this deck and I had no booklet, so I just got one, and I find it so fascinating, and I don't know why. I just feel really, really guided towards this. So this is what it says. The essential meaning is a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, and uncertainty about your place. We were all meant to have connections with other people within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of, rather than separate from, is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You may be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Guys, you know what else I'm picking up on? I feel like either for some of you, it may be that your core friend group or social interactions are with people you don't really resonate with on a deeper level with anymore, and it's very surface level. For others of you, it's almost like you can't be bothered to go out and make friends or put the energy in, and I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just you may feel like it's a lot of work, it's a lot of energy, you feel resistant to it. So when you feel the need to socialize, it's easier to just go to the go-to group that you have, or maybe even like your partner's friends, things like that. That's what I'm seeing. And you may feel like you don't have your own core friend group that really, really resonates with your soul and the things you like to talk about, the ways you like to express yourself. In fact, when you hang out with whoever it is that you're hanging out with to get your social energies in there, I feel like the conversations are all very, like I said, surface level and not really strong chemistry is what I'm seeing. And it's not your fault. It's not anything you're doing. It's just sometimes people they're not on the same vibe as you, on the same vibration, on the same wavelength. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. Wow, very, very interesting. So I would definitely contemplate some of those messages if I were you. We're going to get 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Light Seers Tarot. First card out is the Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's that creative spark, that feeling like something's missing. And guys, I feel like this is that chemistry we were talking about where and here's the thing, I feel like for some of you, you may have had a brief moment where you felt that chemistry with someone, and it could have been for a weekend or a short period of time, or you look back on your life to the people who you really had good chemistry with, even as like just friends, like the conversations flowed effortlessly, you understood each other, you were very similar. it's just like that's the feeling that it is missing. And Spirit is saying it's okay to admit that. It's okay to express that need and to do what you need to do to find that. In fact, I don't think you've actually set the manifestation clearly to Spirit. This is just what I'm picking up on energetically. This is what's coming through. You may have never actually set the intention, I want to manifest people, friends who have good chemistry with me, who have similarities to me, and we can be a nice community together. You may have never actually set that intention, and I feel like that may be something worth doing. Second card out for you, Eight of Cups, and this goes hand in hand with that message because Eight of Cups shows this sort of natural ending. It's not like a goodbye, I hate you, cutting of the cords. It's more so you naturally feel yourself sort of drifting in a certain direction. And I'm getting this vision of you like the universe is sort of drifting you in that direction, but you're still turned around facing what you're leaving behind and trying to make it work. And I feel like this week, the significance of this week is actually you admitting and acknowledging, you know what, this group of people or this friend or these environments in which I find myself quite often, it's not that they're toxic, it's just that they're a little bit draining. I can't be my full authentic self, and there's just no chemistry sort of keeping us together. It feels very forced. That's what the word is, like forced friendships. And this may be because you've known each other for a long time, or it's like you're trying to force something there because it's the easier way for you to get your social fill, but it's not really gratifying. It's not deep. It's not that soulful type of connection that you deserve. So that's the only thing. And there's nothing wrong with the people involved I'm seeing. It's just you're not, and it's not even that you hate them. It's not that you dislike them. I feel like you may like whatever environment or people you find yourself surrounded with. It's just, I feel like your soul itself is sort of guiding you towards soul family. And we saw that in the camel spirit as well, that sense of wanderlust, that urge to sort of expand, explore a bit more. Third card out is the Hierophant. Beautiful. You may be taking up a student position. Some of you may be getting a new spirit guide or mentor in the physical or in spirit. A new teacher, or even like a new therapist, a new life coach, something like that. Someone who's going to guide you to make massive amounts of self-improvement. And this is a very traditional like student-teacher type of dynamic where someone is teaching you and giving you their wisdom that they learned, which is beautiful. Second row of cards out. Fourth card is Death and Rebirth. I mean, that seems to be the suiting vibe of the week for you, Scorpio. It feels like you are releasing that which is not natural, that which doesn't quite jive with you. It's like you're releasing the things that don't have a natural chemistry with you. I'm also seeing some of you may be ending some bad habits, or backing away from some things like reducing screen time, things like that, in favor of more productive ways to spend your time, such as learning, okay, or exploring. We have the Magician. Oh my gosh, I love this. You're creating your reality, and you're a powerful manifester this week. I see here a sort of fear of like, if I walk away or if I allow myself to admit that the people or environments in my life aren't really my people or my environments, what if I'm just left alone in the dark and I have no one or nothing? It's a deep fear. It's almost like you're afraid to admit that you lack this certain chemistry. And Spirit is saying, I think you'd actually be quite shocked. Sorry, I didn't turn my phone on vibration. You'd be quite shocked to realize that it's is actually going to manifest a lot quicker for you than you realize. And almost instantaneously as well, I'm seeing it's like when you create this sort of vacuum in your life, when you release, when you let go, nature itself does not like empty space. Living on this planet, there is very rarely just empty space. And even when it appears that there's empty space, it is filled with so much life. And so when you release things or people or environments, you're going to have the natural inclination to go out of your comfort zone and find the right people in the right places for you. But you're not going to have that natural urge until you let go. And that's the thing. The reason why you didn't want to go out and explore and create your own newer, beautiful environments and friendships is because A, that fear of like, what if there's nothing out there? And B, it feels very much in your comfort zone to stay where you're at, and it doesn't take up that much energy. And no, well, I have other things to focus on. You know, you have a million excuses. And the funny thing is, once you release that which is no longer working, all of your motivation and natural urges to go out there and find it will return. So it'll be natural and easy anyways, you know? And that is actually sort of having a natural chemistry with life itself. When you let go, you stop trying to force these energies, and I hope I'm making sense right now. I feel like the words that are coming out of my mouth are confusing, but maybe you guys understand what I'm saying. We have the King of Swords in reverse as your final card. Yeah, and this shows sort of putting up boundaries, and you know, you may be feeling a little bit harsh, but I feel that you're doing your best to set up your self-worth and not settle. That's the thing about the King of Swords. It's like giving this message of not settling, not putting yourself in an environment which is not serving you or allowing you to grow. The King of Swords is someone who ruthlessly is always looking to grow and achieve higher and higher, more and more. That's why he's represented at the top of this mountain. He's very intellectual, he's very smart, and also this is recognizing how important good quality conversation is for you, and being able to dive into all of your specialized interests and hobbies, the things that you can talk about effortlessly for hours. You know, you deserve people to do that with, environments to do that in, and spaces to really be yourself and explore your creativity. Not only that, but to feed off of like-minded individuals and their creativity as well. And so this week is all about you realizing these needs within yourself and coming to terms with that and accepting these sort of natural endings that are taking place. I mean, you have the Death card and you have Eight of Cups. These are certainly cards of accepting, you know what, the way that things are now, the people I surround myself with or the environments I'm in, they don't 100% resonate with me. And it's okay to let go, and it's okay to manifest new into my life. Whereas before you were sort of blocking, you know, making that effort or admitting that even. So beautiful week ahead. And if you follow this energy, there's going to be so much great energies and just blessings in the future. So I'm excited for you. Thank you for joining me. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs this week. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.